Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Horace. Yes, sirree. Just setting it there. We're going to the summer feet in Sitcombe, but the thing is, I don't know how to get there. Am I supposed to go all the way over there or something? I don't know. I can walk. I can walk. Well, I can do this now. I can walk, but I can't run. Too bad. Oi! Oi, 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 oi. I didn't know I can sneeze so loud. But here we are again in Wonderland. Shoot the who. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Seinfeld. Oh, I love this guy. Oh, they are. There they are. Whee!
A man in a nice white dress spoke of creation, life, death, and ascension. The stories were slightly confusing, but I found them very comforting.
Oh.
After the service, Mr. Silton and some of the others were all very excited to buy some smelly green tobacco from the man in the nice dress.
Okay.
"Come on, girls," said Alice as she offered the cigarette. "Anyone partaking?" But Mrs. Silton pointed to her pregnant tummy as she said, "You're as bad as my husband." The man, who I found out was called the vicar, took the cigarette. "Robot, as you know," he said as he took a deep breath, "our sports day is this afternoon. Do you think you're up to the challenge?"
Maybe. I don't know. Last place. I pushed the wrong buttons, sorry. I pushed the B button! Fat block. Come on. I'm bad at this. Mm. Ho 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 ho. Way! I won. I came second. Yay! Skinny woman. Haha! Okay. Well, I get second, so I'm pretty good. Sorry. Oh, yes! Ah ha ha! That felt good. Right. I. Come on. Oh, a 10 point. Get this. Yes. Come on. Yay, I won. 200 points. Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I walked up to Sim and the vicar, but I wasn't sure what they were talking about. Yeah, said Sim, totally filled the basement. She's got 3 old garages as well. All full, stuff everywhere. I mean, it obviously hit me hard when Alice said she was popping inside. Let me know if you need any more help. If you really want to help, do me and yourself a favor. Stop collecting the bicycles and everything else. You've got to let go. I think Alice made the decision right then and there, as she just turned to me and said, "It's all yours."
Aww. Young collection. Oh, Jesus Christ, woman.
The last thing I found was a small photo album.
Family memories. Aww. Oh. But local boy dies in a bicycle accident. Oh no.
I decided I would leave it here. After I had cleaned their basement, Alice and Sim got back in the van with everyone else. So I caught the train back to the house, which I suppose now really was our family's home.
Oh, that's true. Well, let's go back to work.
When I got back to the house, it was quite late, so everyone was going to bed. For once Alice wasn't smoking her smelly tobacco, and was actually the first one asleep.
No.
And so, I actually felt quite peaceful as I made myself comfortable for the night. Hello Japan, this is Nighthawk calling, said Heather. Are you receiving me? Over. 4 days. We'd all taken it in turns trying to contact Dr. Hero, but the longer it went on the less hopeful we were.
Oh.
Any luck? Asked Sim. No, nothing, said Heather. I'm just worried they're all dead. I didn't like having that image in my mind.
Me neither.
If there's one thing I'd learnt, it was that death is really sad.
Yep. So we have one place left to go. Above us. The president don't know how to do yes. One above. Yes, I think that. Yes, I think so. Okay, I'll be just editing everything out. Oh, please, 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 let me be correct. I've been searching forever. Oh, this doesn't look familiar. Is this a mini boss fight or something? Ah!
This was one of the most valuable things I'd seen.
Ah! Oof. Oh, where are we now? Oh, we're here! Oh! Thank you. Whoa, what is that? Okay, I didn't know. Uh-oh. Ow. Ah. Oh, wrong hole. I think. Or I don't know. Ah, what am I supposed to do? Oh, well, that was supposed to Ah, okay. Now I know what to do at least. No way. Oh, come on. Okay. Whew. Wow. Oh, yes! Oh! Whew. Yeah, poke it. Probably go better if you poke it. going on? Nah. Men! De rör sig ju inte! Men det var väl då? Men! Yeah. Die and never come back! I hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I have rage quit. Man! I have bad timing. That's what it is. Bad timing again. But I'm racing against the clock as well. Asshole. Prick. Dumb cunt. Why? Oh, I am too early! What? No! There we go!
I was able to salvage some circuitry from the other robot, and Heather was more than happy to help fit it. Heather showed me her robot manual and explained how I would use this new power-up. It was designed for demolition units, and seemed that it reinforced my shoulders, allowing me to barge through old or crumbling walls. The controls relied on a press of the Z button to activate the dash and subsequent wall smash.
Okay.
It's a good thing these robots were logical. Like all the other parts, I had 10 minutes to get it back to the hallway.
Haha. Where am I? There. I am at the library. I use the hurry. Wait a minute, what the hell is going on? Like a fool. Run faster.
Upon my return, the old lady and the blind man fitted the secretary. I was worried about Mr. Deck as he seemed depressed about being chained up. But when I tried to talk to him, he just looked angry and went back to his lovely music. So I made my way up to the roof to help everyone fit the satellite dish and bring us one step closer to broadcasting the nice virus.
Mm-hmm. Free cellulite is done!
With some brilliant timing, as we all climbed down from the roof, the professor appeared. I think this was the youngest I had ever seen him. Mr. Preston looked most shocked. When we last saw you, you were, but the professor cut him off explaining, "Stop, I can't risk my mission by knowing too much about my personal future." Mr. Deck was so pleased to see him, saying, "Thank God you're back, it's terrible here with these savages." When we explained what we were trying to do, the professor seemed pleased and offered to help. Somehow his box opened some kind of portal and he urged me to step through. I was slightly apprehensive but followed him into what turned out to be his bedroom. He explained that now I would be able to travel instantly between the hallway and his room, which, when he showed me on my map, turned out to be really useful. So, after he had undone the complicated-looking lock on the door, we made our way back to the hallway. But before we could even thank him, he was gone again.
Okay. The little tree bending to the wind soon stood upright again when the storm had passed over. Aesop. Ah, a Greek thing. Okay. Why?
Japan calling. This is Japan calling, came the voice again as the screen crackled into life. Heather leapt across the room. "This is Nighthawk," she said. "We're receiving you. What happened, Oba?" Dr. Hero sounded so happy to speak to us. He explained that they were forced deeper into their bunker. He said they had lost many good people, but managed to fight off the robots. "Well," said the old lady, "we're nearly halfway there. As long as we get the last few bits we need, we should be able to broadcast the nice virus in a matter of weeks." "Do not worry," said Dr. Hero. "We will survive."
Let's see. Meh, meh. Oh no. Okay. I'm thinking we should. I should do the last part as well. What can I say? What can I say? Most of this time I spent trying to get to that boss fight, and that boss fight was actually kind of easy if you think about it. Yeah, I know I sound very cocky, but it's true. Okay, so I think we're close to the end, so let's hope and see what it will bring. Come on, I need it, but I take it anyway. Where are we now? Oh, he's gone up there. I want to get up there. How?
I didn't know how much this was worth, but it looked expensive.
Of course, everyone looks expensive. Oh, I get it. I get it now. I'm good at puzzling. Shut up. Oh. I know I'm not talking. Simply right now I don't care.
This seemed quite valuable.
Master bedroom. What's gonna happen? Oh. Uh-oh. A Bomberman.
The robot sounded just like me, but much deeper when he said,
"Prepare to die." Boom goes the dynamite. Burn in hell. Burn in hell. Take that. Boom goes the dynamite. Catch this.
boy?
Take that. Take that. Boom goes the dynamite. Burn in hell.
Ah! And the bubble calm down.
Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. Catch this. Boom goes the dynamite.
Yes! What am I? What? What happened now? Something.
Burn in hell.
Ah! Ha, 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 ha. Ah! I'm doing something right, I think. Ah, ouais. I think I did something wrong. Glitch!
Take that.
Ah! Haha!
All that came from this robot was a large deflated rubber ball. I had no idea what it was, but Heather fitted the power up in a matter of minutes. It wasn't perfect, but she made it work.
Wow.
Heather explained that by tapping the up button twice, then pressing the run button, I would be able to inflate a large helium balloon. I would then be able to float upwards for a short period of time.
There we go. There we go. Calm down, calm! Calm and collected, calm and collected. Doesn't even work, I think. There we go. I know where. Oh, come on! Yeah, now we do it. A little more life wouldn't hurt, right? Hurry, 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 hurry! Hurry, hurry! That's how you do it.
The old lady took the circuitry from me when I got back. While I was gone, Mr. Deck had tried to escape, so Mr. Logan was now literally holding his chain, just like the dog. The blind man had finished up the wiring, so we went to the roof to attach the satellite and prepare for broadcasting the nice virus.
Nice. Last satellite. We have now 4!
When we got down from the roof, everyone was really happy with how the satellite dishes were going, except Mr. Deck. When Mr. Preston laughed and told him to cheer up, he went into a rage, shouting, "I hope this all goes horribly wrong. I will double-cross you all at the earliest opportunity." "All right, Deck," said Mr. Silton, "back to the dog bed with you."
Like, why does he want it to... I don't get. Courage is fire and bullying is smoke. Benjamin Disreale. Oh, I know Benjamin Disreale. I know him. He was the prime minister. Early morning, I guess. Here's Dick. Or Dick, if I call him. He's a dick.
Japan must have different clocks to us, as it was barely daybreak when Dr. Hiro's next communication came through. It was amazing. He really had managed to find a few other groups of survivors. "So, these are our saviors," said the French scientist. "A band of thieves, some old ladies and a little girl." "Well, they've done better than we have," laughed the big German man. "There are no bad robots where they are." The Frenchman smirked. "Except for the 3 stood behind them." "Those are our friends," said Heather, quick as ever to defend us. "Guys, say hello." "So there is hope," said the American scientist. "The nice virus really does work. I've had Junior working on a similar virus, but the consciousness software is too well coded." "It's okay," said the old lady. "The virus really does work."
Right.
The next day, Heather tried to finish off the nice virus code. There were a few problems, but with a bit of help from the old lady, everything eventually worked.
Nice.
However, by the time we were done, it was quite late, and, as Heather's nice virus code would take a few hours to compile, the old lady suggested we take it easy for the evening. She rummaged through her suitcase and pulled out a pack of what she called cards. For some reason this offended the blind man, who didn't want to play, and Mrs. Silton refused as she seemed to think it was some kind of gambling. But everyone else gathered around the table. The old lady had explained that the rules involved lying, or bluffing, as she put it, so everyone would be trying to work out what each other's cards were.
Okay. So, even I?
I think the pressure of playing got to Alice, as she folded almost straight away. At one point, Mr. Preston thought he had won, but he really hadn't. As usual, Sim's sneeze gave him away, which made us all laugh. At one point there was a very tense standoff. Mr. Silton had some very good cards, but not as good as Mr. Deck. Soon, it came down to Mr. Logan, Heather, and myself.
Okay.
Then, just me and Heather. Despite having the best cards possible, I decided to let Heather win. I was so pleased how happy this made her. It was nearly midnight by the time the game finished, so most people got ready for bed, leaving just me, Mr. Preston and Mr. Logan. Mr. Preston was trying to explain his conspiracy theories. This made Mr. Logan laugh. Barry already told you all that was nonsense, but Mr. Preston continued, don't listen to Silton, he's a proper c***. However, Mr. Logan still pointed out how flawed his logic was. For one, everyone who he claimed was in the shadowy syndicate ruling the world from behind the scenes, were the same people who actually ruled the world, the Queen of England, the President of America, etc. He wasn't even swayed when Mr. Logan pointed out that these people had either been missing or dead since the war, so there was little chance anyone was even ruling the world these days. Mr. Preston paused briefly, then smiled the smile of a man confident in his own beliefs, and went to bed. Which left just me and Mr. Logan talking. He was an interesting man, but we'd never really chatted as he'd made it quite clear he didn't really like robots. He'd seen many friends killed by them during the war, so I could kind of see his point. I tried to explain that I had once accidentally killed an old man, and I still felt complete regret.
That's good. You never really
Get over it, he said as he looked around.
Time for bed. Good night.
Oh. It's true. Are we flying again? Are we getting close to the end here? It feels like it. This is weird. There's no pillars coming up. What is... What? Oh, sorry. Fly like an eagle. Here they are. Whee! I did it! Yay! Again?
Very early the next morning, a terrified-looking Dr. Hero appeared on the screen. Our defenses are nearly breached. The last door could go at any moment. We are nearly ready to broadcast the nice virus, said the old lady. But her expression soon turned to confusion. Where's the American scientist? They never saw it coming, said Dr. Hero. Just like here, thousands of robots, all attacking at once.
Oh.
Heather looked like she was going to burst into tears. There were no survivors, said the French scientist. It was all so quick. It was strange. Although we'd only spoken to the Americans once, I could tell everyone felt a huge sense of loss.
Yes.
We may have a problem here too, interrupted Sim. The robot server, it's become sentient. The computer that runs everything, he really is now he, or at least he thinks he is. The blind man explained that it was the wireless fidelity system that would have linked him to the 4 main robots. That's why they were all so clever, said the old lady.
Oh.
The network spread the intelligence around all 4 of them. Well, said Mr. Silton, 5 now. Sim explained I would need to force a power cycle on the server before we sent the signal. He's got so much control of the network now, he could probably shut the satellite back down before we'd even started setting it up. The old lady rummaged around in a few boxes. Here, she said as she gave me a passkey. Take this, it'll get you into the observatory in the attic. That's where he is.
Oh. Well, we are close to the ending. Whoa, okay. Right. Only way up is there. Up in the corner there. So, but that will be in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Maybe it's a long episode. We will see how much I will have to edit it. But I do hope I'll see you next video. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you're much welcome to do so to join the family fan squad. Yes, and you can find me here, but you can also find me on Twitch, where I live stream with a couple of friends of mine, and you can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Link are always down below in the description. And as always, everyone, I do hope you have a very fantastic day. See you all next time. Bye bye!